Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. And two idiots join the Inquisition. Dark Heresy! Stupid little... Just wanted... hello there. Sorry to cut in, but I have urgent news from Terra, and as the Imperial Scribe of this vessel, I am responsible for disseminating such information. You see, for the first time in a long time in this incredibly vast and grim universe, there is some good news. As you might have heard, these acolytes made a board game called Mortals: Descent of the Gods, a board game currently over 75% funded on Kickstarter. And because our boys are so close, they wanted to reward you, our listeners, by adding a special pledge level for fans of Dark Heresy. That pledge is called In-Character Thank Yous. How does it work? Well, if you throw in $5 or more at that pledge level, you'll receive a special shout-out and thank you from the character of your choice on this podcast. So, if you ever wanted to hear Daniel, Andrew, or Jay describe how lithe you are, or even hear Kevinson exclaim your awesomeness, then back us at the $5 or more pledge and we'll let all the Imperium know how truly epic you are. And if you're one of those incredible acolytes who've already backed us at the thank you level of $1 or more, no worries. Just upgrade your pledge to the new pledge level and you're all set. And with that said, I return you to your acolytes. Or should I say, Space Marines.
Welcome to Dark Heresy. I'm your Space Marine, Kevinson. Anyways, I think I'm doing this right. Sorry if I pushed some of the wrong buttons here. Okay, I think I've got everything set up. Doing my own log. This should be interesting. Hello, you're a Nephilim, right?
Yes, I'm a Nephilim. I'm like a cherub, but I actually have some brains in me.
Oh, okay, cool. Mr. Nephilim, what should I call you?
My name is Daniel.
Oh, okay. I knew a servo skull named Daniel. I'm sorry if this sounds a little reductive. Are you all named Daniel?
No, we're not all named Daniel.
So you're
My name was Daniel when I was a baby, and I was taken and turned into this.
Oh, well, that's adorable. Okay, well, nice to meet you, Daniel. That'll be real easy. I knew another Daniel.
I look like a little baby, but I'm pretty cool.
Well, you look real neat. I'm Kevinson, by the way. Nice to meet you. I'm a Space Marine.
Nice to meet you. I think, yeah. Hi, Space Marine.
I gotta tell you, I'm a little new to this. I just joined the Blood Ravens, and now also the Deathwatch, so this is a whole lot of new information. Can you tell me what's kind of going on? I've just been deep in training these days.
Do you know where you are?
No.
This is Watch Fortress Eoch.
Whoa.
It is deep in the uncharted reaches of the Jericho Reach.
Oh, cool.
The Jericho Reach is a lost sector of the Imperium, located in the Segmentum Ultima. A once mighty and prosperous part of the Imperium is gradually lost as heresy, Xenos, and chaos consumed the sector, while the Imperium was occupied with the Reign of Blood. As of the 37th millennium, the Jericho sector was declared no longer part of the Imperium.
Oh, no.
But now things are changing. With discovery of the Jericho Maw Warp Gate by rogue traders on the edge of the Calaxis sector, a back door of sorts through the warp has been found to reach the lost Jericho Reach. The massive warp gate, constructed by forces unknown in the distant past, allow vessels to instantly transport between two distant points in space that would under normal situations take years of perilous warp travel. Now the Achilles Crusade has been launched to reclaim this distant and once lost sector of space. But they face enemies without number, chaos forces that took root during the Age of Shadow, Expansionist Tau, and the deadly Hive Fleet Dagon. It is a bloody, brutal conflict, and it is balanced on the edge of a knife. But you are not part of the Achilles Crusade. You are a member of Deathwatch. You've been assigned to Watch Fortress Eoch, a mighty and secret bastion of the Deathwatch hidden in the untamed void of the Jericho Reach.
Yeah.
It has stood strong for countless millennia, even as the rest of the Reach fell around it. They would not abandon their sacred and mysterious duty.
And neither will me.
Exactly. The Deathwatch has stood watch over the Jericho Reach and its terrible secrets for generations.
Ooh, terrible secrets?
And it will not relent in their duty.
Yeah, to most of that. All right, okay, wow, that was a pretty good recap. I'm pretty fired up, Mr. Daniel.
Yes, I know that you were recently in the Calaxis sector. They were running around. There's some sort of crazy Inquisition stuff going on over there.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe it. There's like crazy shenanigans going on over there.
But we are on the other side of the galaxy now.
Oh, wow.
There was a mysterious ancient warp gate predating what we believe even the Eldar created.
Whoa, seriously?
Yes, it is completely indestructible as well, which is why the Imperium has taken it and is assaulting the Jericho Reach, because the Jericho Reach could assault back, and that would be bad. So we're
That
gonna
does sound pretty bad.
Yes.
So how much do they test to see if it could be destroyed or not?
I wasn't there, but apparently a lot.
Wow.
But as a member of Deathwatch, you will maybe be supporting the crusade, but that is not your job.
Oh, okay. Well, what is my job?
Your job is to do whatever the watch commander, your watch captain, tell you to do.
I mean, I did everything Tomoa said before my previous Inquisitor boss, so I guess it's kind of like that, but just now for Deathwatch.
You will be working with a kill team.
Oh, cool. I'm going to have friends?
You will be working with veterans from other Space Marine chapters. You are a Blood Raven. They are, well, you'll see when you meet them.
Oh, man. So these guys have been, like, doing it forever, right?
They are the best of the best. You are the best of the best. Or
I am?
your body is... You're in a weird situation, kid.
I'm in the best situation. I'm working with the best of the best. The best of the best friends.
Exactly. And I think they're actually coming in here with Inquisitor... Nope, it's not Inquisitor. Your watch captain, Gen.
Oh, how should I stand? Quick, Daniel, what should I do? What would look cool? My hand on my hip?
I don't think Gen cares, but sure.
Both hands on hips, all right.
There he is, with two other Space Marines.
Hello, everyone. Meeting begun. Kevinson just, like, nods to Daniel.
I'm going to give you a little thumbs up with my little deformed baby hand.
That wasn't unsettling at all.
All right. You are my newest kill team. Kevin, my name's Gen. I don't believe we've had the opportunity to meet each other.
Well, Gen, it's nice to meet you, and you're my commander, right?
Yes.
Well, I promise to do my very best.
All right. I have a mission for you. I know you are a slightly smaller kill team, but doesn't matter. You will be just as good as any other kill team out there. The three of you are going to be going on a mission. You're going to be working with a rogue traitor. He's come to petition us for aid about Xenos threat on a planet here in the Jericho Reach. He doesn't know that I've already agreed to the job, so he's going to like ask you for permission. You can string him along if you want, but you are going to take the job.
Oh, okay. I mean, I feel like honesty is always the best policy, but whatever you think is tactfully sound.
All right. I'll let the three of you get acquainted. Good luck on Orem. Gen, just as quickly as he came in, walks out.
He's a man of small words.
That's our watch captain. You watch it there.
Oh, I don't think we've been properly introduced. My name's Kevinson, Space Marine Librarian.
Why are you talking like that?
What do you mean?
You're talking in a very strange way.
This is how I've always talked, forever. Don't check any old Fox history recordings. This is me, always.
What? Okay, well, my name is Lucius Malta. I am formerly of the Ultramarines. I fought in the first Tyrannic War against High Fleet Behemoth.
That's awesome. Did you kill a bunch of Tyrannids?
I killed many Tyrannids. I started as a Space Marine Devastator, and I fought in the Northern Polar Fortress.
Did you ever, like, stab one in the face, and it made that sound like... And you're like, yeah, and then stab into him again?
You have no real concept of what Tyrannids are like, do you?
I mean, I feel like they're, like, slightly bigger bugs. That's what I've heard.
They're big. They're mostly bigger than men.
But, like, you, like, crush them with, like, your foot or something like that, right?
Not really.
They're like the same size as us.
Oh.
Or bigger.
Oh, wow. You made it out alive?
Yes.
Holy crap, you're, like, badass.
Well, unfortunately, all of the first company died in that campaign.
Oh, like your buddies?
Yes, the most elite of our chapter.
Oh, well, you seem to be doing great. Nice to meet you. And what's your name?
I am Wilhelm. I'm formerly of the Black Templars. I led a crusade to establish a keep on a distant world.
Oh, well, Nice to meet you, Wilhelm.
Wilhelm, yes.
Wilhelm. Okay. Can I call you Willie?
No.
All right. I'll work on that.
You know, Willie's actually pretty catchy. Maybe we should just call you Willie.
Yeah. I'm going to call you Louie, and I'm going to call you Willie. This is going to be great.
Wilhelm.
I am immediately regretting this decision.
Oh, man. So, my tactics, I usually got crafty tactics. What kind of tactics are you running with over there, Louie?
Well, I'm a heavy weapons specialist. I kill things with extreme prejudice at range.
Nice. What about you, Willie?
I am an apothecary. It is my job to keep you alive to continue doing the Emperor's will.
All right, so we're going to be real close friends. You're going to keep me healthy and doing my squats and doing my stretches.
Listen, newbie, you got to understand one thing. If they're sending us in, that means everything's gone wrong, basically.
Yeah, but I got all these muscles, right? We could totally take them out.
What is wrong with this Space Marine?
I have no idea.
Kevin, why don't you tell them what you do?
Oh yeah. I got this cool sword. Check it out. It's a force sword. That means I use my mind to swing and stab stuff. Also, I don't know if you've realized, but I'm kind of a big deal with magic powers.
Lucius gives a smirk and a funny glare at Wilhelm, just because he knows the sparks that's going to happen.
Wilhelm just turns his head at you, stares, and does not shift off you for 5 minutes.
Wow, he's really interested in magic powers. I could do some tricks for you if you want to see something. Hold on,
Absolutely not.
Why? It's probably harmless, although one time I made a face, and then that face made fire come out of its face, and real surprising, I gotta tell you.
I don't like surprises.
All right, I'll be sure to, communicate everything I do vocally before I do it.
Hi, guys. I'm Daniel. I'm a Nephilim.
He's a Nephilim. Look at him.
I'm going to be traveling with your kill team. I'm taking records for Deathwatch. It's a new program they're doing.
So I'm assuming you need us to identify key features?
Yes, that would be great.
Well, you'll notice on my left pauldron, I have a skull from a Tyranna gene stealer.
It's a pretty sweet skull.
And then I have 3 scars going across my face around the left, starting on the left side and coming down to meeting around my mouth from where the gene stealer essentially ripped my mask off.
Whoa. That's one of those bug things, right?
Gene stealers are some of the worst that you'd run into.
Wow. That's crazy. You look pretty cool, though.
It was quite painful, but thankfully for the body that the Emperor has granted me, it was not a fatal blow.
Nice.
For the record, I am completely wrapped in a devotion chain, and the typical black armor of Deathwatch is all there except for my helmet, which has been replaced with the white helmet of an apothecary.
Oh, man, you are wrapped in, is that one long chain?
Probably.
That's pretty incredible. Yeah, you got a whole bunch of chain action going on.
Yeah, our brothers of the Black Templars, though they stray from the Codex a bit, are probably the most pious.
Well, what do you mean? Kind of like a rules breaker? You're like a rogue?
I'll have to keep him in check. Make sure he doesn't go off mission.
Provided we kill the Emperor's enemies appropriately, you should have no problem.
Well, we're Deathwatch, so assuming that most that we run into is going to be enemies of the Emperor.
And all heretic psychers will die before me.
But there's some nice psychers out there, right? There's some good ones. Some can be really nice. They just want to make friends.
Listen, kid, because you talk like a kid, even though you're obviously...
excuse me, I'm a Space Marine librarian.
I'm not going to question it. You sound very much like a child that I saw in a recent world. But you have a very aged body of a librarian. I'm just going to accept it.
That's right. Let your eyes be the trustworthy guide that they are.
No, there's nothing to do with trust. You got to understand. We're Deathwatch. We're on a team now. We're going to be on serious fire. You got to stay in check.
I think we're going to be a great team, guys. This is going to work out real well.
Rogue Trader Pack is waiting for us.
Oh, okay.
Here's the thing. We could keep him waiting.
We are the Deathwatch.
We're Deathwatch, but we should meet with him at some point.
Let's ensure that we get on this mission swiftly. The enemies and the Emperor are waiting.
All right. I'm excited. Let's do it. Should we put our hands together?
I walk out.
Yeah, immediately Lucius and Wilhelm just walk out of the door.
Yeah! And just Kevin Kevinson puts his lone hand into the air. I'm coming! Wait for me!
All right, so we enter the room with the Rogue Trader.
Yes, he's overlooking a sort of a lowered area where Deathwatch Marines are training with each other. It's very loud.
It's
good to see the brothers practicing.
I feel like we could have picked a different room to meet in. This is like really loud in here.
You have a problem with seeing the brothers learn to kill the enemies of the Emperor?
I mean, no, definitely no problem at all. I just feel like there's like a lot of gunfire going on in the background. Like, can we stand over in this side room, maybe?
A well-dressed man with a fur-trimmed cloak turns around as you guys are bickering with each other, and he says, thank you for taking the time to see me. It's extremely important that I speak to you. I offer you a drink, but I'm not on my ship right now. Do you guys drink?
Let's
Do
step-
Oh
Space
no,
Marines drink?
I'm a little too.
There's an explosion.
Whoa! What was that sound? All of us are old enough to drink.
Let's step into the side briefing room.
My humblest apologies if you already know about this, but the Crusade, the Lord Militant sent me from the Crusade to ask for your help. The planet of Aurum there are alien creatures of some sort that are on the planet.
Do you have a description of the creatures?
That's the issue. So the planet itself is occupied by humans, but they are still not ready to rejoin the Imperium.
What's wrong with the humans?
They are incredibly brave warriors, and they remained independent and free during the Age of Shadow, and they seem relatively receptive to the Imperium, but they only respect warriors.
Oh, okay.
And we have sent the Imperial Guard there, but they don't respect the Guard. In fact, they've told the Imperium that they're only allowed to land in the capital city of the planet. And for now, we have respected that because we would like to get them diplomatically to join the Crusade. The Crusade needs as much manpower as it can get, and it would be nice to get a planet peacefully instead of through war.
We should be able to deal with this problem swiftly.
Here's the thing. There are monsters on that planet. There are people that are disappearing, but we don't know what those creatures are. What I request of you is that you go to the planet, you deal with the creatures, and also, because the people of Aurum only respect the greatest warriors,
Right.
we are sending the greatest warriors of the Imperium to the planet.
Now, you have to
Yeah.
understand... Well, hold on. You have to understand that the primary mission is the elimination of the Xenos threat.
Of course, but it would be incredibly important for the Crusade if you were to win these people peacefully into the Imperium.
I understand your intentions, Rogue Trader, but remember that we do not answer to the Crusade.
Of course.
But I feel like, we could get kind of like a win-win. Like, we go there and we take out some bad Xenos, and then, like, we flex for the people, and they're like, yeah, we're down for fighting.
You didn't pay attention to those training courses at all, did you?
What training courses? Were there training courses? Oh, man.
There were many training courses.
Oh, those were all those books they left in my room.
Who recommended you for the Deathwatch?
What? Some people with a lot of gravitas, I think.
Inquisitor Tomoha sent him here.
Yeah, she's really well known and has really good acolytes that work for her.
She's been working with Angelos, hasn't she?
Yes.
Well, if she recommends you, then you must do something special, I guess.
Magic.
Can I give you some information about the planet, or are you just gonna? You could just go if you'd like, but
Oh, no, I'm all about studying and doing things ahead of time, of course, always.
What kind of climate are we talking about?
It's a mostly jungle planet, but there are areas that are completely blasted and like arid and toxic.
Are we talking about like more towards a death world?
I wouldn't quite say it's a death world, but the predators on that planet are deadly.
Couldn't be as bad as Catachin, I suppose.
You never know.
So, obviously these group of people are all about fighting great warriors.
Yes, which is why they do not respect our small group of missionaries and diplomats that are in the main city.
Yeah, I can imagine that probably didn't go over too well, but I guess what's kind of like the structure of the society? Is it like...
They all report to a leader who's known as the Kale.
Oh, cool. The Kale.
Yeah, and the Kale has been resistant to any of our efforts to integrate them back into the Imperium. Our missionaries reported that they were having moderate success, but, one of our missionaries, Abigail Russell, was found dead.
Oh,
Dead
no.
in what way?
She seemed to have stabbed herself with her own dagger, but that is not what Abigail would have done. Before she died, she said that there was something sinister on the planet that she was investigating.
So you're telling me we're not only there to stop a Xenos threat and encourage a planet to fight in a crusade, but there's also a deadly mystery involved.
The few corpses that they found, or at least that our forces were able to find before the natives covered them up, were meticulously stripped of everything. Flesh, skin, bone.
Oh, boy.
Deep grooves in the rib cages and arms, as if it's something that just cleaved the entire bone in half.
Now,
Jeez.
are there any rising deformities within the populace?
I don't know. The thing is, I have actually been on the planet trying to help establish trade relations, and the Kale has learned to... Well, I haven't made friends with him. He has now outlawed me from entering the city whatsoever.
Yeah, I would say that's the opposite of making friends.
Which is why we need you.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we could do this. Is there like a special greeting we need to know, or like a handshake or a hug maybe? Is he a hug guy?
He respects warriors who could fight. We're not allowed to go outside of Hasted. They're not even letting us survey outside of Hasted. Here's the thing. We're trying to respect the wishes of the natives. We could pacify the planet. Of course we could. But...
I'm sure Wilhelm would like pacifying the planet.
If they do not see the Emperor's light, they will be pacified.
Yeah, I feel like though we could probably like work on negotiation first and then pacify definitely if everything else fails.
Kevin, remember, our number one duty is the removal of the Xenos threat.
Of course, but like, there's people down there.
And I understand that the removal of the Xenos threat is extremely important, but I implore you to please not start a war on the planet.
Here, Lucius, I got an idea. If we recruit the planet, then they can help us fight even more Xenos threats. So, if you think about it, if we help the planet, we kill even more Xenos than we could have killed, right? That's kind of how I think it adds up.
You have no idea how the death... How was he recommended by tomorrow?
I'm brand new, but I'm a fast learner.
I will take you in my ship. I will leave you to get ready and get equipped and whatnot.
We should depart immediately.
This is going to be awesome. We're going to a planet. There's like a mystery and monsters.
Pack, we're going to need you to go back to your ship. We'll meet you there. There are some things we need to discuss.
Excellent. Thank you. He walks out of the room sort of a little nervous anytime he's talking to you.
I think that guy was really nice. Seemed a little jittery, but
He needs to understand what he's asking when the Deathwatch get involved.
If there are heretics on the planet, we will have to eliminate all.
But I feel like that's a sideline thing. I feel like we focus on the monsters and the.
I understand you have a little jealousy going on with regards of the ecclesiarchy, brother, but we need to focus on the Xenos threat. That is our job as Deathwatch.
Yes, certainly we will also kill the Xenos.
I'm sure there are...
We can still kill both.
There may be psychers and heretics involved with the Xenos. That's what
and
it
they will
sounded
die,
like.
is what I am saying.
Sure, okay.
I have the official mission briefing from the watch captain. You have 3 primary objectives. They are all of equal importance. 1, discover what is committing the murders on Aurum. 2, eliminate the threat on Aurum. 3, convince the Aurans to reassimilate into the Imperium. The watch captain wants to emphasize that all 3 of these goals are equally important, but trust your judgment in this matter. You have been given a requisition count of 55. You're going to need to pick your equipment and choose your team leader.
Choose our team leader.
You're not nominated.
I nominate myself.
I think it makes the most sense that I lead this mission.
I have no problem with that.
Well, I mean, but we could do like a vote, like a silent vote. Does anyone have a hat? I could tear up some of these. Can I take some of these scrolls off your body and tear it up? And
there is no way that Wilhelm is ever going to vote.
Well, hold on a second. Daniel, who do you vote for?
It's not my place to vote.
No.
I just want to make it clear. This isn't just a title that you get. The leader will be in charge of the squad. They will have the ability to manage unit cohesion and call out special tactics that the squad will be able to use.
Special tactics. Were those in those books
okay.
in my room?
Okay, brother, from just the limited experience that you seem to have, I think you just unnominated
But
yourself.
yes, limited experience, but instincts. So many of those.
Cool. I will ask you your opinion then.
So,
Okay.
That is a dangerous route, brother.
I
this
didn't
has been
say-
documented officially by Daniel. You said you will ask me.
I said I would ask his opinion, Wilhelm. I did not say I would listen to it.
Good.
All right. Now, Kevin, you may be more familiar with how an Inquisition group of acolytes work, who are usually a little bit more loosey-goosey.
Maybe I might, but just for the sake of things, maybe let's let everybody know how a Deathwatch team functions.
As a Deathwatch team, you will have a commander. The commander will swear oaths before they go on the mission. Each oath will give you different benefits.
Oh, wow.
And-
Did you have to, memorize those? Because I definitely didn't. This might be good that you actually are a commander.
And then also, depending on the leader and the oaths that are taken, you will have a certain amount of unit cohesion. That unit cohesion can be used as a way to... Imagine this cohesion is a sort of point system. And you could spend these points to do maneuvers.
That definitely makes it easier to think of it that way.
Maneuvers such as the ability to fire faster than usual or to be better protected for a short period of time.
Okay, all right.
Now, the maneuvers that are available are based on the oath that is taken and the nature of the commander. And also, you need to be working as a squad. Now, as the most elite of the elite, I know that you all have your solo abilities that you can use as a lone wolf space marine. These abilities will make you more powerful. When you are on the mission, you can either be in solo mode, which lets you use your solo ability, or you can enter into squad mode as long as you're within sight range of the other squad mates, in which case you are able to use the specific squad actions.
I think that makes sense. Guys, we're going to be a tight-knit squad, working together.
We already are not a tight-knit squad.
No, but I mean, we're going to be, though. I'll be the legs, you can be the arms.
I will not trust you to be any part of
Listen,
me.
don't worry, brother. I will keep us together as a unit.
So,
The Codex teaches well.
your cohesion is equal to the leader's fellowship bonus, plus, do you have any command skill?
I have basic commands.
So basic does not count as your trained.
You're not trained in
Oh, okay.
command. Trained
Yeah.
is the next one.
None of us are trained in command.
Nope.
None of
Yep.
you are commandy.
Maybe that was worth buying. Maybe it was an oversight. Who knows? I also forgot to pick up dodge, so you got the luck of me making your
Yeah, but
character.
why would you dodge? I mean, you're just that pious. The Emperor will save you.
The Emperor's will protects all.
So you have 5 cohesion points.
It's gonna go great. I can tell already.
We should.
There's not a lot of Black Templars out there, are there?
It's also really helpful to have your healer charge in and use a sword, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The 2 things you're going to need to do now, and this is what you need to do before every mission, so this may take a little bit of time. You need to swear your oath and pick which items that you're going to be bringing along on the mission. You have 55 requisition points, and you will be using that to buy specialized ammo, specialized weapons, things like that.
All right. I guess, Daniel, to save some power for the mission, I can shut you down and turn you back on when we've selected our stuff.
Sounds good.
All right, shutting you down. All right, Daniel, switch you back on. I think everybody picked everything. I walked out of the room for a minute, and you guys already selected all the stuff. Did anybody get
Probably
anything
for
from
the
me?
best.
No, you didn't get anything.
All right. Lucius took the oath, and Wilhelm acquired the equipment. So what oath did you take, Lucius?
So I took the Oath of the Weapon, which will give us 3 possible commands that we can do. But it gives us an innate bonus. We ignore jams with our ranged weapons. And we reroll the confirmation for Righteous Fury.
We ignore jams with our ranged weapons. I mean, who would jam their ranged weapon often enough for that to be an issue, you know?
Which means now that you've taken that oath, also as you are going to be on the rogue trader ship, that means you will be practicing and drilling with your weapons nonstop.
That's right. We have to make sure that we are precise and accurate at all times.
Oh, trust me, I set up cans, and then I get really far away, and then with my bolt pistol, I shoot those cans. They don't let me onto the regular gun range.
Why are you shooting? Why are you wasting the Emperor's rounds on cans? Where are you even finding cans?
You
Do the
don't-
cans last long after you hit them?
No, I mean, I have
Do
to
you
hit him
hit them?
first.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
That takes a little bit of a while, but then when I hit him, oh man, that cans of Xenos, oh boy, no more canned Xenos.
All right,
And
well...
what did you get from the armory, Wilhelm?
We requisitioned a full clip of Hellfire rounds and 3 kilograms of detonation charges.
Wait, what?
Yes. Just in case we require high explosives, we have a 3 kilogram demo charge.
How much explosives is that?
Enough.
Jeez.
It's enough for you to not play with them.
All right. That was definitely going to be a follow-up question, so that makes sense.
Wilhelm will be the one manning the explosive charge, and I will have the Hellfire rounds.
Well, then what do I get to play?
You have your magics, right?
You have enough to play with on your own.
I mean, I do got my cool magics, but, like, there wasn't any leftover equipment?
Not for you.
Nothing that could, like, light up my sword? Like, what if it lit it on fire?
It's not like you don't have equipment. You all have quite a bit of equipment. You have a bolt pistol and a force sword, don't you, Kevin?
Yeah, and I got all this repair cement. Did you guys bring your repair cement?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what we do with this? So much. I'm going to pave so many roads with it. Like, you know.
That's what...
It is not used for paving roads.
What do you use it for?
It is to repair your armor should there be a breach.
Oh, so like if you paved the entire inside of your cabin with repair cement, that would have been a poor use of it? Is that what we're establishing?
Yes, that's...
Absolutely.
It's very rare, and it repairs ceramite plate.
How rare.
Anyway, I think we should get on the ship, don't you think?
Yeah, we, as he says, how rare, Wilhelm and Lucius immediately leave the room and start walking towards the ship.
Wait for me!
All right, I guess let's head over to the Horizon's Pride.
Oh man, this is a pretty cool ship. Daniel, can you describe it a little bit?
It's your pretty typical rogue trader ship in that there's actually no such thing as a typical rogue trader ship. They're rogue traders. But it's got the couple things that are generally in a rogue trader ship. Huge size.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty big.
Good amount of guns. Large cargo base. And I assume once we get inside, as we are going inside right now, it's well appointed. Nice carpeting. A lot of gold in here. He's a big fan of the color gold. Oh, gentlemen, or do I call you gentlemen? Do I call you angels of death? What do I call you?
You can call us gentlemen.
You can call me Sir Kevin Kevinson.
No, do not call him that.
Gentlemen, I will show you to your quarters. We will be on our way to Orem. It should take about a week. And if you need a place to drill, one of our cargo bases is currently empty.
We will
Do you have
need
any
it.
cans? Like any leftover cans we could borrow?
We're not using cans. We're using the properly ordained stand-ins that we take aim at.
I mean, can we ordain the cans?
If there's, I'll let you figure out your can situation. If you have any questions, please get in touch with me or one of the many servitors on my ship. We have lots of servitors on this ship. It's a very huge convenience for everyone
just get us
involved.
underway immediately.
Yes, gentlemen. Yes, sir. And he walks off quickly, trying to be dignified, like not running away from you, but just like, sort of power walking away from you.
Speedily hurrying.
Yeah.
I think he's really nice. Seems like a real nice guy.
As long as he stays to the mission, then we'll be fine.
All right, well, Daniel, I'm going to switch you off and maybe rework some of your stuff. I don't know how it's going to work in space travel.
I be careful. I have less wires than you may be
Don't
normally
worry,
familiar
I'm
with. I'm
super
very organic.
careful. Just going to grab one of these.
Thanks for listening to this grimdark tale. A dangerous planet awaits our space marines with a terrifying mystery just waiting to unravel. Can the Deathwatch live up to their name? Tune in next week to find out. Special thanks to Daniel Fernandez for inserting his soul into a Nephilim and helping these two as Game Master. If you'd like to download more episodes of Roll to Seize or check out other similar podcasts, head over to partialarc.com. You can email these morons any questions at rolltoseize@gmail.com. Of course, you can always follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr, all at Partial Arc. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to leave a rating and review on iTunes. You can win an all-expense-paid trip to watch Fortress Eoch after we find out where it is. Goodbye.